Hi, welcome to Far From Eden. This is going to be a short one, but I had to share this with you guys because it's one of the best things ever. Now, I don't endorse any candidate because I kind of think same bird, two sides of the same coin and two wings of the same bird, basically. However, this is awesome because I do believe everything that they're pretty much showing in this video. Now, this commercial. Nicole Shanahan, she signed on to be RFK Jr.'s vice presidential candidate. And I, at first, was like, what in the heck? She's got a ton of money. What is this all about? It's about, I kind of thought maybe it's just about fame because I don't think, maybe she thought they were going to win. I don't know. All I know is what they've been through. They've been sued into oblivion. They've been kept off the Democratic ticket. I think she has had an awakening to what actually goes on. You know what I mean? And that's happened to a lot of people where you're idealistic. You're like, but I believe in these things and I'm da-da-da-da-da. And then you realize, oh, wait a second. This isn't the game I thought we were playing. And so why am I talking about it, right? What does this have to do with anything? Well, what you want on your side is a woman who has seen what goes on. And I've said that before, and it's much like when a man happens to be with a woman and she sees what his ex is doing to him. She sees the kids being taken away. She sees the lies, and she's like, oh boy. And it helps even correct future behavior because she doesn't want to be like that, right? She doesn't want to. And it's interesting because it's easier to kind of see, for us to see it in others and go, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. I don't want people to look at me like that. I don't want to do those things. And so it kind of red pills them because they've seen it happen and they've walked in a man's shoes, so to speak, seen it from their point of view. Now Nicole Shanahan has had the political version of that. And a woman scorned is a real thing. And, you guys are probably going to write in the comments that, it's Shakespeare, because a lot of these sayings that we have today go back to Shakespeare. But a woman scorned, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And that is true. And it doesn't have to be real scorning. It can just be she feels that way. Feels, her fifis. But you want someone like this on your side because after seeing everything, the sources I've seen say this is Nicole Shanahan's doing, releasing this, which is brilliant. It's the most brilliant political commercial I've ever seen. It's just fantastic. So we're going to take a look at it, just in case you haven't seen it, the 5,000 other places people are showing it. Let me just make sure I have sound. So, but let's just enjoy it together.
Are you or your loved ones suffering from illnesses such as TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome? Do you dismiss or deny the current issues facing our country, such as historic inflation, illegal immigration, corporate corruption, World War III escalations, and the chronic disease epidemic? Are you willing to elect someone who was the least popular vice president in modern history, and who offers no policy or vision for America, simply because your brain keeps telling you anyone but Trump? If so, you might be struggling from TDS.
That's the other thing, is that the thing that women have is that we can say some things that you guys can't say, and we can get away with things that you guys can't get away with. And that's why again, maybe that's why they said, hey, Nicole Shanahan released this. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to call her a misogynist? Because she dared to criticize, she dared to make fun? It's genius. This is why it's incumbent upon us, once we see what's going on, see something, say something. Because it's gotten to the point now where you can't, you guys are completely, gagged. So it's up to the better ones to try and correct the really bad ones, and some of the, whoever we can. So that's because we're women, and we are not going to be accused of the same things that you guys are. So we can get away with it. And I wonder if that's like why this is her creation. Because I've never heard of a political commercial before where it's like, oh, the vice presidential candidate. This is like, I've never heard of that. It's odd. So I have to think it's on purpose.
Introducing independence. Independence allows you the freedom to finally think independently once again. Instead of believing everything you hear from the mainstream media, independence allows for constructive critical thinking.
I used to hear people on the news say things like, Donald Trump and the movement he has encouraged are a threat to democracy. And I instantly believed it. With independence, I now realize the media is run by the Democrat elite, who are a corrupt oligarchy that censors free speech, silences political opponents, supports forever wars, and abandons democracy by anointing its candidates.
Independence may not be for everyone. If you enjoy being lied to about your president's cognitive abilities, support Orwellian totalitarianism, or are excited about communist fiscal policy, independence may not be right for you. Common side effects of independence may include an awakening of rational thought, successfully identifying propaganda, freedom of choice, loss of hatred, anti-narcissistic behavior, and love of democracy.
I used to blindly hate whoever my party was running against. I didn't care about facts or policy because I was hopelessly indoctrinated. With independence, I'm much more interested in policies that uphold democracy, and I truly care about the health of our country and its citizens.
Ask your doctor if independence is right for you, and enjoy your freedoms once again.
Brilliant.
Are you or your loved ones suffering from illnesses such as...
I mean, I like it. I'm not going to show it to you twice. It's the best. It's just the best. And I realize like another reason that I am so tickled by it is probably because it's a take on a pharma commercial. And I've had some issues with those with pharma companies, since a long time ago. Just, being prescribed things that are not so good for you. So it's brilliant. And it's, I think, from a woman scorned. And we can channel this in a good way rather than accusing people and tearing people apart. Let's take this instinct, this way that we are, and let's use it to help our men. That's what I want to do. And I want to help any woman who's open to the idea. And I do try in real life to find opportunities to sort of plant seeds so they'll see. Because first they have to see it for themselves. Like I said yesterday, they have to personalize it, and they have to personalize it so it can be an anecdote and it can be in their feelings, because that's what moves us. I know you want to show us facts and figures and stuff like that, but it's feelings. Does that sound like anything politically? A little bit. So it's very intertwined. So I just had to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. It's just the best thing. And we need a chuckle, honestly. That's the other thing. Like, as bad as things are, and some of us know, this is not just materialism. This is a spiritual battle. And, don't let my smile, because confuse you, I smile through the pain. You know, I make some jokes. It's sort of very sort of British of me, you know, and I appreciate like how funny this commercial is in the face of all the challenges that we face. And that's another thing that women bring, is some levity. We're supposed to. We're supposed to. I know you're like, what? But we're supposed to. And so props to Nicole Shanahan for being, you know, I don't know what else in her life, but this is a great move. And it takes seeing the extremes of the other side, so to speak. And it's not really the other side, it's the extremes of the powerful, whoever's pulling strings. It takes something to extreme to see that, and then you realize how wrong you've been. And also props to her, because she's obviously realizing that she was wrong on a giant stage. I celebrate the little things. So I'm not telling you it's safe to go out there and date and get married and all that stuff. I'm not saying that, but I am celebrating a small victory. So take care, you guys. Protect your peace, feed your souls, and I'll see you on the next one.